set of influences.
Exactly. I'm asking you that because I wanted to ask you as well. I know these questions are kind of, you know, hard, but do you think rock and roll in general has become more conservative these days? You know.
Well, it's just it's a whole different attitude. I mean, I was really fortunate because I was raised in the midst of a really great period.
Yeah.
I was really inspired, and there was a lot of people speaking out. It was very creative, and it was really intelligent, believe it or not. You know?
I totally do.
And it's been so commercialized now, and there's nothing to rebel against. I mean, you know, everybody seems like no one's even interested in what's going on necessarily.
Yeah. And I think also nothing is like really shocking these days.
No,
shock is part of rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that seems to really shock people is stuff that you don't want to be doing anyway. And something cool is going to come up that you're not going to predict what it is, you're not going to know who it is or whatever, and it'll just happen.
Yeah.
You know, and that'll be the movement that I think that everybody's missing right now. I knew of him, but I never heard him sing. And we were going to audition him in Velvet Revolver before Scott Weiland came into it. And I guess, well, nothing ever came out of that. And he never showed up or sent the vocals, the tape of his vocals, so we never heard him.
He's so cool.
And then all these years later, I called him up because I needed someone to sing 2 songs on my record. The rest of the record was done. And I just met him. You know, he sang the vocal first, and I was blown away by the vocal. Of it, because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're gonna make music and you want it to sound right, there hasn't been anything that's better than analog. It just hasn't come up. I mean, digital is great, it's convenient, it's fast, and it works, and all that kind of shit. But and I might, you know, break down and make a record digitally because it's cheaper, you know. And so there's a lot going on because it's expensive to make records. And if nobody's buying records, or if less people are buying them, you can't make records and spend a bunch of money doing it and then not make the money back. It doesn't make any sense.
Were you hanging around Dogtown and all those scenes?
That was all happening at that time. When I started getting into hanging, you know, BMX and hanging out with skaters and all that, that was right during the Dogtown sort of heyday. It was like right at the tail end.
Right at the heyday. Yeah. I wasn't sure about that.
And it was a great fucking scene, man.
It was heady.
The kids were just all over the place, and we were all really rowdy and just like having a good time, and there was no rules.
But did you hang around with those guys as well?
No, yeah.
They were really like famous skaters.
There was a lot of skaters around. There was a conflict there because when they built what was it called, like skate across, and started doing pools. Like BMX guys started going in those pools.
I know exactly what it was. It happened here in Los Angeles.
And so there was a little bit of a conflict there because, you know, obviously we were invading their space, but we didn't give a shit. So.